Newly uncovered tweets from the whistleblower's attorney celebrating a coup against President Trump.
Explosive anti-Trump tweets from one of the whistleblower's attorneys.
This is a game changer.
One of the whistleblower's attorneys actually has been calling for this coup for years.
Coup implies an illegal overthrow.
The attorney for the whistleblower wanted to impeach and was hoping that this coup was underway.
Boy, that is really shocking.
This is a really big story.
This is huge.
Zaid also tweeted back then, "We will get rid of him."
There's even one about how CNN will help bring down the president.
He also wrote, quote, "I predict CNN will play a key role."
There was a motive here between the whistleblower himself and his attorneys.
Mark Zaid tweeting in 2017, quote, "Coup has started."
A coup to try to undo the will of the American people.
Quote, "We will get rid of him."
Impeachment will follow ultimately.
Attorney Mark Zaid adding that the coup would occur in many steps and that we will get rid of him.
A coup d'etat in the United States.
These people are bad people, and it's so bad what they do to our country. They rip the guts out of a country, and it's a shame, and they shouldn't be allowed to do it. They got to stop it, because we have a country to run.
Hello and welcome, fellow digital soldiers, to True Reporting. It is the 12th of November, and on today's podcast, we have a good one for you today. We'll be covering Jimmy Carter's fall and how it resembles so much of what happened to No Name, of the swelling of the head, of the brain. Are they playing the same old tricks? As you can see here, coming at us from, it looks like News Channel ABC 12, a local station. Former President Jimmy Carter enters hospital for surgery. Is this another No Name? And following up with that, guys, we will be covering Haley. We're talking about Nikki Haley, my former governor of South Carolina. Top Trump aides tried to get me to undermine him. Do we believe her? I sure as hell don't, because I know her as a globalist. She is a warmonger. I do not trust this lady. I believe she's been taken over, probably a gray hat or a black hat. Guys, before we get into today's podcast, would you please, and I mean this by all accounts, would you please go ahead and subscribe to my second channel, my backup channel, True Reporting 2.0. Many things could take place when it comes to December 9th and the new policies. So please subscribe to True Reporting 2.0. I would greatly appreciate it. And also welcome my sponsor, Virtual Shield VPN. Hey guys, I wanted to tell you about my sponsor, Virtual Shield, and what they have to offer for the month of November. For this month until Black Friday, they will be offering a 40% discount on all VPN plans. Do you think your phone is secure, or your contact list, or emails, or even your desktop or laptop? They're not. And to keep it secure, you can go to virtualshield.com and click on the 30-day free trial. Here, I'll show you how it works. As you can see, my IP address is right here. But once I connect to Virtual Shield, it completely changes my IP address, thus keeping it secured and safe from anyone with prying eyes trying to get into my information. So remember, guys, go to virtualshield.com/TRU for a 40% discount today. Thanks, guys, and enjoy the podcast. All right, guys, it's good to have you aboard. Before we get into today's podcast, would you please go ahead and click the like button? The more likes that this video receives, the more times it is recommended to other viewers, thus more eyes on the truth. And would you please go ahead and finally click the notification bell so when I post to this channel, you will be the first to know. I've had some people say that they've actually checked to see if they were even subscribed, and they weren't. And also, they went to see if their notification bell was blue as it was clicked, and it was not. It was actually unclicked. So we're over the target. That's what that means. So just keep your eyes peeled is all I ask. And with that being said, my friends, let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. So, guys, former President Jimmy Carter enters hospital for surgery. This guy, this is just, I know he's old. I know he's feeble. But this just reminds me of what happened to No Name last year. It says here from the Atlanta AP, former U.S. President Jimmy Carter was admitted to a hospital on Monday evening for a surgery to relieve pressure on his brain. I understand that No Name had a brain tumor taken out of his brain. Right? He had a tumor taken out of his brain and to relieve the swelling. And this is the same thing, but this is due to a fall. I do remember that No Name fell as well, and he was in the hospital. We also see that we have Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who we have not seen hide nor hair of, and she has also fallen and has said that she has brain trauma and all kinds of stuff. This is like a repetitive thing I keep thinking we're seeing. Maybe this is just the go-to. I wasn't so sure about Jimmy Carter until he came out against Trump. Obviously, they're bringing out all former presidents to go up against POTUS. And so with that case, he's definitely paid off and bought. Definitely a deep state member. The procedure is scheduled to relieve this pressure on his brain for Tuesday morning at Emory University Hospital, Deanna Conglio said in a statement. She says here, former U.S. President Jimmy Carter was admitted to Emory University Hospital this evening for a procedure to relieve pressure on his brain caused by the bleeding due to his recent falls. The procedure is scheduled for tomorrow morning. President Carter is resting comfortably, and his wife, Rosalind, is with him. Carter has fallen at least 3 times this year, and the first incident in the spring required hip replacement surgery, which is brutal for a person his age. He traveled to Nashville, Tennessee, and helped build a Habitat for Humanity home after getting 14 stitches following a fall on October 6th. And yes, as we go back up here, it is the left eye. Remember, symbolism will be their downfall. I'm not saying that's what this is, guys. He could have fallen for sure, but we all know as we look back to the symbolism, everyone covers the left eye. It's very strange how this is what has happened to him. Continuing forward, it says he has traveled to Nashville, Tennessee to help build a Habitat for Humanity home after getting 14 stitches following a fall on October 6th. He was briefly hospitalized after fracturing his pelvis, ouch, on October 21st. He received a dire cancer diagnosis in 2015, but survived and has since said he is cancer-free. Nearly 4 decades after he left office, and despite a body that's failing after 95 years old, wow, the nation's oldest ever ex-president still teaches Sunday school roughly twice a month at Marantha Baptist Church in his tiny hometown of Plains in southwest Georgia. His message is unfailingly about Jesus, not himself. Well, that's good. Reverend Tony Loudon, Carter's pastor, said the ex-president was hospitalized Monday on what he called a rough day. He just needed the whole country to be in prayer for him, Loudon said in a telephone interview. The church has announced that Carter will not be teaching his Sunday school class this week. Carter is resting comfortably with his wife, Rosalind, with him, and this is from the reporter. Guys, I don't know what to think about it. I mean, I don't think he's going to be around much longer. Is he a black hat, a white hat? I don't know. Honest to God, I could not even really care. I just wanted to bring this up that our oldest living president looks like he may be he's knocking on death's door for sure. Just bringing this to your attention. There could be more to this. What is he hiding? Could they be getting rid of him? I don't know. I mean, he's 95 for God's sakes. But anyways, let's move forward to the next topic of discussion. This one much more significant. Nikki Haley, my former governor of South Carolina, top Trump aides tried to get me to undermine him. This is huge, my friends. As we can see here, it says, former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, claims 2 of the President Trump's former senior advisors tried to get her to undermine him to save, and quote, save the country. The Washington Post reported. Well, that's just straight CA, obviously. They reported this Sunday, citing Haley's upcoming memoir and an interview with her. Why would they be interviewing her? Why is she even in touch with these people? According to the newspaper, Haley said former Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and former White House Chief of Staff John Kelly would try to get her to work around the president. Now, my friends, we all know that this lady and anyone who basically gets barred from being part of this administration, you could think of John Bolton. Now we're with Nikki Haley. There have been other people that Scaramucci. These people are all coming out against the president, and I just don't trust her, and I don't think you should either. I'm not telling you what to think, but I'm just telling you to keep your eyes peeled, right? Kellyanne Tillerson confided in me that when they resisted the president, they weren't being insubordinate. They were trying to save the country, she says. It was their decision, not the president's, that were in the best interests of America, they said. The president didn't know what he was doing, she continued. And remember, this is from The Hill, guys. I don't trust them at all. In one portion of the book, Haley reportedly recalls a disagreement with Tillerson and Kelly during an Oval Office meeting over her suggestions that the United States should withhold funding for a UN agency that supports Palestinians. She said she had the backing of Trump's Mid-East envoys, and according to the Post, they said. Kelly and Tillerson, however, argued that cutting aid could lead to violence and greater threats to Israel, as well as reduced U.S. influence, Haley reportedly wrote. So, guys, obviously they're trying to go around the president. They're trying to get him to look bad, and she's kind of throwing them under the bus, which basically tells me that something could be coming out about our former UN ambassador. Very strange. I'm just throwing that out there, guys. It's speculation as of yet, but something could be happening. I mean, we already know 17's back, right? And I covered all of the posts on yesterday's live stream. So if you do not think I haven't covered it, I don't know what's been going on. I covered it on yesterday's stream, so definitely check that video out. It'll be below this video. So guys, definitely check that out. And my friends, I know this was a very short podcast. I know it's a late podcast. I've just had so much going on. I've been out of town today. A lot of big things happening. Again, I will be moving Friday, so no podcast, no live stream, with Linda Paris. That would be Beyond the Headlines. We will not be doing that this Friday until I get set back up. Yet, good news, Wednesday, the producer will be coming in here. We're going to be setting up some new stuff, actually upgrading for the move. So big things are happening. I'm sorry this was so short. Big news, also tomorrow we'll be doing a live stream, so we'll catch back up. And hopefully we can get some more 17 posts, right? My friends, if you found this important and you found it informative, would you please go ahead and subscribe to my channel? You can follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting, and don't forget to leave a like. You can also donate to this channel by going to my PayPal. We have a completely revamped Patreon that is bringing in a lot of people who really want to, we encourage a lot of people to donate to this channel to keep it afloat, because you are the lifeblood of this platform. My platform is your platform. Always remember that. We have a P.O. box as well, and also True Reporting merch if that raises any interest in you. Guys, please be kind and loving to your family. Always believe in them. Always pray together, and take care of them. And guys, I will talk to you very soon. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.